Hey y'all, it's Megan and Andy. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. Come spend a little time with us today. We got a little bit of everything going on, but number one on the list today is we're gonna try to get the chickens out the coop, ain't we?
That's right, yep. It is time for them to go out away from the winter coop. And if you don't know, if you're new or whatever around here, we use our chickens out in the pastures and just run them around, keep them in chicken netting. And we use that little coop, which I'll show you here in just a few minutes, as their mobile house out in the pasture. But today, they're not going to the pasture.
No, we're gonna try to put them down at the creek garden. We've got some beautiful crimson clover down there that's fixing to get tilled back in. And we've kept chickens down there in the past. So we're gonna move them down there and let them enjoy the clover until it gets tilled back in and hopefully give us just a little bit of extra fertilizer.
Yeah, it won't be much, but
the only thing
something.
I was thinking about is
What?
I do have that chicken sitting on eggs, which she's out right now, but maybe she's just stretching her legs. And then I plan on today at some point, I need to make some more butter and I'm gonna probably make some ice cream. What kind of ice cream you want?
Chocolate.
I knew that's what you were gonna say.
Well, once we get these chickens moved, I got some running I gotta do. So I wanna
Okay.
go ahead and see if I can't get everything ready and
All right,
get this done.
sounds good.
All right. This is where our chickens are now. Right now, they're locked up in the coop. We shut the door every night. That is a mobile coop, and yes, we do have one lone chicken over there that's not in the coop. Right now, what I'm planning on doing is moving this out, and this is what we rotate them around in the pasture and everything in. And we've just been using it in this winter coop here as their chicken house. But first, we've got to make some repairs. So as you can see, we had a collapse right here. We had been moving it back and forth just so it would kind of spread out the fertilizer load, you know, because it's got slats in the bottom and the manure can fall through. And so we've just been moving it back and forth so we could spread out that load of manure. Well, the last little while here, we haven't been able to do that. So that's the reason we haven't turned the chickens out yet. What my plan is I'm going to leave those chickens in there. They're not happy with me right now at all, but they're going to have to stay in there until we get them down across the creek. And what I'm thinking, I don't know if this is going to work, but what I'm thinking is I'm going to put the forks on my little tractor and get in there and pick up that mobile coop and lift it up and fix that wheel before I take it down across the creek. And I'll probably just tote the tractor with the chickens in it on the forks of the tractor down there that far. Yes, it might be somewhat of an adventure, but I think it'll work. All right, y'all, you want to hear something funny? While the tractor's over there warming up, I was kind of looking around. I was like, where in the world are my forks at? I couldn't find them. And they're on the front of the big tractor over here. And I can't use this tractor to get into that coop up there, so I guess I need to take these off of this tractor so I can hook them up to the other one. All right, for those of y'all that's been around that long, you'll know that I built this coop right here where this whole end right here will swing open and I can drive the tractor straight in there. Originally, I wanted it to drive the tractor in there so I could like scoop up all this stuff that's on the bottom here and use it for compost. But since then, we have decided, y'all know that we let the kids have their own garden spot, like Maggie's got her flower garden. And last year, Jacob had, in our old coop that was here, had him somewhat of a makeshift garden in there. Well, this year, what I've decided to do is, where we've got all this chicken manure and where they've made the wood chips rot down and everything, we're going to take and till this up. I'm going to back the tractor in, and it'll probably only be like 2 passes with the tiller on the little tractor. And I'm going to till all this up, and this is going to be Jacob's garden this year. But before that can happen, them chickens has got to get out of here. So, this will be the first time I've ever done this. We'll see if this door opens up right and just see how well this is all going to work. All I got to do is pop them things off. And this door, well, it's got some build up down there at the bottom. Where the grass has grew up against it and the chickens have rooted stuff out, it's making it tough to open. There we go. There it is. And at this point, I've got full access in here. Only thing I have to do is let the roll bar down on the tractor so I can clear the top. But now, I should be able to get right up under there, put my forks under that tractor and drag it out of there. I really hope this works. The poor old chickens are jumping around in there. They're like, what in the world is fixing to happen here? Ooh. These poor old chickens, man, they going on a ride this morning. Oh no, the wheel fell off. I mean, it just completely come off of there. What in the world? Oh, the screws broke. So this thing is supposed to be mounted under here like this. And my screws that are holding it on actually broke. So first off, I'm gonna put some new screws in it to get it like that. Then I'm gonna put me a board all the way across to serve as a support to keep this thing from happening again. So chickens, y'all are just gonna have to be patient because this is gonna take me a minute. So if my grinder will go in here, I gotta grind these screws off because they're broke out. They're broke off out past where the boards are. These screws are just a tad bit too short. But right now, it's all I got. I'm so sorry, chickens. I know y'all are having a fit right now. I promise it'll all be better soon. So I'm gonna show y'all what I wanna do next is run a board from this to that over there, and that'll keep these from trying to bow out on me. Hello up in there, chickens. They are like, what in this world is going on? I'll go cut me a board real quick and we'll stick it up there. I got the bottom part fixed there. Y'all see how I done that and just put that across there as a brace? That's much sturdier now. Yes, our wheel is a little wappy-jawed. And maybe we'll eventually get another one of those, but as long as it rolls, I'm okay with it. But on another note, I also need to work on this, make a repair right here, because this came loose during the summer last year. All right, is that repair satisfactory to you?
Yeah, it looks good.
Even our wappy-jawed wheel?
Yeah, hopefully it'll straighten itself out. If not, I mean...
Well, the funny thing is the other one was just as wappy-jawed, and it straightened itself out.
It fixed itself, so maybe it will. Maybe it'll be all right.
I think it's just the type of plastic they're made out of.
This is the thing that I think about, like, you know, this, and you may have already told them this, this was kind of, you went off of kind of the Justin Rhodes chickshaw, but then you made it your own.
Yeah.
And when you do DIY projects like at your house or whatever, don't be scared to modify it. Just like I said about that stanchion the other day, like, you know.
Yeah. Like, I should have had enough sense to know that I needed to put that brace under there when I built the thing, but I didn't do it.
Well, you did it now.
That makes so much more sense having that under there to keep them wheels from separating.
Well, we didn't know them wheels would do that.
Well, when it's on a hill, it's amazing the amount of pressure that's put on those wheels.
Yeah.
I just didn't think about that till we actually went to
use it. Well, if we lived
it.
on flat ground, probably wouldn't have to worry about it. But.
Probably not. Probably not at all. Well, do you want to attempt to get it down there?
Yeah.
I think it's going to ride just fine there. I looked underneath, and the forks, the way they're sitting under it,
it's okay.
I feel like it's pretty safe. I'm just going to have to go really slow.
Yeah.
The interesting part is we have a chicken that's in that White House right there who has decided she wants to sit.
Yeah, she's been in there for like a week now.
So at some point, we're going to have to figure out exactly how we're going to handle her too, because we want her to sit and we want her to hatch chickens.
But we also want this to be a garden.
But yeah, we want to get her out of there because we don't want chickens in that right now.
So I think what I'm going to do, and if she don't like continue to sit, I've not lost anything. She's been trying to sit for like a while anyway, and like she'll get up and quit sitting. So my plan is, I think I will put her in my little dog cage that I've got and just see. And if she gets up and breaks, you know, sitting or whatever, it just is what it is. I mean. And
you have moved a chicken like that before.
Yes. Yes, I have, and it worked out fine.
When we had our other chicken coop, and it worked.
It worked out fine. So, but I'd want her to be with these chickens. I would just leave her in there. But if she does hatch chicks, I want her to already be in here with these chickens, because what they'll do, if the chicks hatch with the other chickens, then these other chickens ain't gonna mess with them chicks no way. Like, they already like count them as part of their family. So
right, but if you introduced them later, they may.
They might try to pick on them. So we better get.
I know
they're having a fit.
They're mad.
We gotta get that plastic off of there too. We can do that once we set it down.
All right.
Can I ride with you?
Yes. Come on. I believe we can fit.
Go slow, or it makes me nervous.
It makes you nervous?
Yeah.
The worst is going to happen if it fall off.
That's terrible.
If I've got it turned up, tilted up like that, it's going to sit on there a whole lot better.
Yeah.
It's going to be a slow go, but I believe we got it.
Yeah, please just go slow. Woo!
I feel like I got the kids on here with me.
Just like like our first date.
It is like our first date.
Even on a Kubota.
Even on a Kubota. It's got to go slow because every single bump I hit is going to like magnify out that way.
Yeah. They're going to get, probably should have took the feeder out. They're probably going to get like knocked out by the feeder.
I would love to have a camera set up in there with them.
This is my part makes me nervous going down this hill right here.
Going across the creek's what's going to bother me the most. I ain't too worried about this. This is fairly smooth. Crossing that creek's going to get interesting. I bet we're the only ones on YouTube that's ever moved a chicken tractor with the forks of a tractor while chickens were in it.
With an actual tractor?
Yeah, moving a chicken tractor with a tractor on the forks.
I know, I hope they're all still alive when we get down there.
Oh, they're going to be just fine. You got to think about it. This can't be no rougher than it was riding in that thing. Now that, I'm pretty sure, was a rough ride when you go on a long move with it. This can't be no worse.
That's true. Well, I think it was a good idea.
Well,
for a little, I mean, I get to enjoy it for a
yeah,
little
we
bit.
won't keep them in there long because it's not going to be but like a week or two. I'm going to try to probably tear that garden up and start planting it. But I figured it'd be somewhere good. And our pastures, I'm just not ready to have these scratching chickens out there on our pasture yet. Because I feel like the grass still just ain't at that state where I want chickens on it.
Look at them sweet babies.
I gotta go slow here. Look, there's the bull. He's like, what is that thing? He said, I see the strangest stuff around here.
Look at him, he looks so confused.
What are y'all doing? This has got to be the weirdest farm I've ever been to. Yeah, we've done this before and had chickens way down here before like this.
I mean, we left them down here for a long time when we did that.
I think they stayed down here all winter that year.
They have.
But back then, we didn't have kids who rode foilers all the time. Now they're at the age where they can ride foilers and they can come down here
That's what I told
and take care of them.
That's what I told them.
Oh, Maggie's pretty excited about it, sounds like.
Yeah, I told him, I was like, sounds like, because Jacob's like, well, you're going to have to ride down there every day. I said, good thing I got children that already ride down here every day.
Yeah. The only thing I'm going to need to do before dark is bring the tester down here
And
make sure we've still got good power on it.
Well, according to that cow yesterday or the other day,
It's got it.
it's got, oh gosh.
Yeah, we got to.
I might cry.
This is going to be the sketchiest part right here.
Should you put it down lower?
No, I don't want the wheels to drag the ground and tear it up.
It's deep over there now.
I ain't going over there. Boy, look at how that bank's washed out right there.
Yeah, it's bad.
I hadn't noticed that.
You haven't?
No.
Yeah, look right here.
Well, I knew that. I just hadn't seen where it had undercut that bank. Oh, it's starting to rain pretty good now.
Well,
We made it.
now we gotta open it up and make sure they ain't nobody got killed by the feeder. Swinging around. Look how pretty it is. It's all bloom now.
It's blooming. It's beautiful. Y'all, and the best part about this move is we don't have to put up no net. The net's already here.
Yep. And the chickens, now ideally, I will tell you this, if you are training chickens to net, this would not work. They would go through that. But our chickens have been in net their entire life, and they know what the net is, and they're good at staying in the net. And those holes are not big enough that a raccoon or something can get in there to them. So.
And let me stress this point. We will come down here and close the door every night.
Yeah.
So we're not going to depend on this electric netting to keep the animals from getting to our chickens at night, because if they wanted to, a raccoon, if he gets desperate enough, he can go under that net without getting shot.
Right.
But during the daytime hours, it really ain't that big of an issue no ways.
And we like to walk down here a lot of times in the evening anyway. So
we can keep a good eye on things.
It's a good reason to wander down here. And I know some people are going to ask, and may have not heard us talk about it in previous videos, but the reason we don't bring our cows down here to let them graze on it, and I know it's hard to tell in the videos, but we have no good way to bring them cows all the way down to this creek, and no safe way to bring them down here. So we don't let the cows graze this, and this cover crop was planted solely for the garden, but we're just going to let the chickens enjoy it for a little bit. They'll feel like they're free.
Yeah.
Look at them looking.
I think they got one. Don't lock it in.
And the good thing about these chickens too, like I said, they're used to the net. The guineas are used to the net. And if they do happen to get crazy and fly out, I'll guarantee you they will be running around this net trying to get back in here. You know, they're just used to it. It's how they've always been raised. So.
Look at the guinea almost buried. Look.
I see them.
Come over here.
Well, I don't see no dead ones laying in there, so that's good. They all made it.
Good.
Don't look like nobody got no broke legs or nothing like that. So.
That'll make some good, rich, dark eggs here.
Yeah, it will.
Look out across there, y'all, at the clover where it's starting to bloom. It's so pretty.
Y'all go to town, ladies, and enjoy it while it's here.
There they go.
Yep.
Where's the chicken that was born in?
She's still up there. Oh, it sounds like
Yeah,
rain.
it's getting ready to
You
start
better
raining.
go save Jacob.
We're gonna go.
And just say me.
I gotta fix their water. You roll my britches legs up.
Yep, so this right here is our watering plan. Because the creek is right here beside the garden.
This is what I did last time we had chickens down here. It worked out good.
And we just happened to have a mishap. Maggie, spoiler, decided to run out of gas right in the middle of the creek.
Yep. Yeah, we got a pretty decent hole right here, so it won't suck up no sand or nothing. And the good thing is, no more chickens than we've got. I only have to fill up our water like once a week. So. Ooh! Know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't have to fill it up much.
It'll last a while.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say with them in there eating all that green, it's gonna last even longer.
I know they're glad to be out of there.
You want me to tote that?
No, I got it.
You sure?
Yeah. As long as I don't bust my tail. It gets slick right here.
And so the other thing that we'll do is probably every morning before we turn them out, we'll move that tractor up just a few feet so the manure load never really builds up heavy, but it gets spread everywhere the tractor goes.
And they won't put out much in the short time they'll be here.
No, they won't, but it's probably not even enough to make a difference, but it'll be something.
But yeah, the creek's just right there and it works out perfect to fill up that water. So.
We just thought it would be fun to have them down here on this, and while it does seem like a crazy idea having chickens this far away from your house, there's really no difference in the way this is set up versus the way it would be set up at the house, because they're in an electric net. It's got power on it. I mean, everything is going to be done exactly the same here as what it would be done if we had them in the pasture. So.
Well, and it's the pasture's right there, and we've had chickens down in this hole right here numerous times.
Right on the other side of the creek, the pasture runs right there.
So, I mean, this ain't the first or just second time that we've had them this far away. I mean, usually during the warm months, they're far away most of the time.
Yeah, and it makes it somewhat of an inconvenience to go out and get your eggs and all that good stuff, but you know what? That's the great thing about this time of year is you want to be outside. You want to be out doing things, and this gives you a chance to get out here and either take a walk in the evening or ride down here, or the kids come down here and look after them. I mean, somebody's going to be down here looking after them all the time.
Well, this is our little, I don't know, what would you call it? Our little peaceful spot anyway.
It's our little oasis.
Yeah, we like to spend time down here anyway.
All right, well, chickens, y'all are going to be on your own here for a little bit because I got to go put gas in Maggie's four-wheeler. And then I'm going to get me a new pair of glasses today. Finally.
Oh, they are having a ball.
I see that.
They are so happy. The only interesting thing is going to be, I want to see if they're going to actually lay their eggs in that house.
Yeah, now that's what you said. You got to bring some straw down here, ain't you?
Yeah, I need to bring some down here, and I'll do that sometime today. And I'm going to see if I can bring Mama Chicken down here sometime today. I mean, I ain't going to be in no big rush, but I'll bring her down here sometime.
But before I forget, I best plug this back up. Can you hear it popping anywhere?
I heard it as soon as you plugged it in.
I did too, but I don't hear it now.
Right there. Listen.
Okay. As long as you hear it popping, you
Listen.
know it's got some power.
Well, listen.
That's a chicken freaking mistake.
Yep, I can hear
You
it.
hear it?
Yep.
Okay.
I have an idea, Mom. Let's go through there and then let's walk through there and then come back out.
That's what we're gonna do. All right, so the next thing on the list is me and Maggie are moving the horses over to Lovey's pasture. So we have included this in our pasture rotation. When the cows are not up at the house, the horses are in the sacrifice pasture under the barn. They don't seem to mind, honestly. So that's why we're trying something new this year. Because if you don't know, horses are really, really bad on grass. We usually have to mow Lovey's pasture because Lovey don't eat grass. Every goat we've ever had never eats grass. Don't understand it, whatever. But we've always had to mow the goat pasture, even when we had like 15 goats in there. So instead of mowing the goat pasture, we let the horses mow it, and then we bring them back over here once the cows are back on the back side of the pasture. And this is something new that we haven't tried, but we have already had them over there, and they seem to do fine with Lovey. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to put them over there so I can bring my cows up here. It's time for them to come up to my pasture behind the house. Don't let him step on you. Tell him to come on.
I did. I'm trying to get high enough where he won't.
Turn him around, sis. Down.
We're having a crew here.
Going out the way so I can get Ty in here.
Hi, neighbor. You still looking good for the rest this morning? That right? That right, sweetheart? That right?
Feels so nice to be back in here. See him? Look at both of them spill out. Oh, feels so good. They're happy to be back in there, ain't they?
Yeah.
The cows will be up here at the house for probably 4 or 5 days. Then when I take them back to the back side of the pasture, the horses will go back under the barn and continue to eat hay and feed, which my old man, he can't even hardly eat grass, so he mostly lives off feed anyway. But, all right, cows. Got the cows over here. They are loving Andy's hay pile. It's like they've got a new toy. They're having a great time. are so funny. I think it's worth all the trouble of moving them just to see them play every time you put them in a new spot. They do this every time. They get so excited. And it's so funny.
So did she cooperate with you good tonight?
When she come in this pasture, she went ahead and come up here. That's why I went ahead and milked now instead of moving. I was gonna move my chickens first.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
She come right on.
And I was like, well, you must be ready, so we'll go ahead and do it.
Well, good.
You midweek girl. I think they were all like very excited to be back over here. You should have seen them in your hay pile.
Really?
You'll see it on this video. It was hilarious. They were having the time of their life, except for Candy. She didn't have time for all that. But
had they eat that spot down there down?
I've seen it worse.
Well,
I've seen it a lot worse.
if we could get a shower of rain, it would continue growing. But
This must feel good.
I'm starting to doubt our rain chances today.
Does it feel good? Bless its heart. Ain't it awful?
No.
They're livestock. They're not pets, Megan.
Well, the milk cow's somewhat your pet.
She is a very important animal here. She feeds a lot of stuff. And she makes the best butter in the whole wide world. This one has black specks on her back.
And that one don't.
And that one don't.
That's the one that's been sitting.
Yeah. Look at her. Watch her. Look.
I see her bow up. So this right here might get interesting.
No, she's not mean.
I ain't saying that. It's
ain't
just the
like
fact
them.
that we're moving the chicken with her eggs.
We're going to put the eggs in a carton so they don't get broke and keep them separate. I don't even know how many eggs this one's sitting on.
I'm going to say she ain't got none.
She just started this yesterday. I don't know.
I don't know why she's even sitting.
Yeah, but the one with the black specks on her back is the one with all the eggs.
Okay.
So,
All right. Well, we're going to put the chickens in a cat carrier and put the eggs in a carton and see if we can move them down
to put them
with everybody else.
Yeah.
All right, you going to hold that up? I'll take her first. Come on, girl. Oh, no. We're going to do it like this. Yeah, she's mama chicken mode.
I'll grab this one. Yeah, this one ain't even. There's one egg under you. I'm gonna say that one will stay there. But the other one, I hope she does.
All right, you hop on back.
Oh yeah, look, she's still trying to sit. She's mad.
Oh, I know she's mad. It's gonna be fun sticking my hand back in there.
I'm glad it's you and not me.
That's what they make hats for. I found hats work great to get chickens that are frustrated with you.
You just cover up their eyes.
You just cover up their eyes and they can't do nothing. We got the foil loaded to the gills.
Side by side is getting worked on.
Yeah, side by side's getting worked on, and here we are. We actually need the side by side and don't have it.
Maybe you just don't realize how much you use it till it ain't you.
That's probably what it is.
Even poor old Tiger ain't got nothing to ride. She has to run.
Oh, poor thing got to run with us. Well, they all laid up in the hay. We made it down here.
The first thing I want to do is make a nest and put the eggs in it, and then we'll put her on it.
All right.
So, let's do that.
Look at that. You can barely see him.
They probably feel like wild chickens out in the jungle.
I bet they do. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get you one fixed for her.
All right, I'll be putting the eggs in it. Which it worked good when I moved that one last year, so maybe this will be okay. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. We'll get that other nut first.
That's the other one.
That's the other one, right?
Yeah, I got the black specks on its back.
She's still trying to sit.
Well, that's good. Got her? Here, Mama. Here's your eggs.
No, don't leave them.
Yeah, she's just getting her something to eat. Man, I'm not.
Look at the honeybees on that crimson clover. I hear them just buzzing everywhere. Right there she is. She's probably just trying to figure out where we're at now.
But with those eggs in there, hopefully she'll make her way back.
We'll check on her here in just a little bit, see if she went back.
Or that other one may decide it's going to go in there.
That one?
Yeah.
I'm going to check the power.
Okay.
9.9. It don't get no better than that.
Oh, good.
All right. What's next on the agenda?
I need to make my butter and ice cream. But first, we have to run to Tractor Supply. It's been a busy, busy day, and I have not got around to it yet.
Yeah, we go to Tractor Supply, and I imagine we'll grab us some Mexican food while we're out and about.
Yep.
And then we get back.
Fine with me.
When we get back, you do that. I'll run down here and check on these things and see what she's doing and see if she got back on it. Y'all, the funny thing is, right now, currently, there's a different chicken in there sitting on those eggs.
Went in there and checked it out and was like, oh, this looks like a nice place for me to sit.
And it's sitting on them, so who knows? Chickens are strange sometimes.
Made it back from our Tractor Supply trip. Finally getting around to making my ice cream. I want to go ahead and get this done. And in the freezer, I make it on my with my countertop ice cream maker. And it's usually like a soft serve texture, but it's perfect after it's been in the freezer for a couple of hours. But anyways, so with my ice cream, I don't shake my raw milk. You know, you've got the cream on the top, milk on the bottom. And I like to get cream and milk and all in there, so I don't shake it up. And I do it up to the 4-cup mark. If you were doing this with not raw milk, you would do 2 cups of milk and 2 cups of cream, of heavy cream. So we'll do that. Now we're going to crack us 4 egg yolks. So I'm going to add in a little vanilla to my egg yolks there. Sprinkle of salt, around a cup of sugar. I know sugar is frowned upon, but the way I look at it, I had to work for this treat right here pretty darn hard, so I don't feel so guilty about it. Gonna add in some melted chocolate chips. Now you can do cocoa powder, that's fine, but I like to do the melted chocolate chips because they kind of harden in the ice cream and give you like a chocolate chunk ice cream. The best way I know how to explain. Pour that in our ice cream maker and we will have ice cream in about an hour. Alright, so we're gonna get that started. Last but not least, more butter. It is the time of year for all things dairy. There it is. Well, it's done. That's what it looks like.
Goodness time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Don't they look wonderful?
It does.
Let's see what it tastes like.
That's more than a taste. That's a spoonful.
Grass-fed ice cream.
Golly. That's so good.
I think it's better than the last I made. I think I feel like that every time though.
That'll make you sick.
It's like the best chocolate ice cream ever. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get this put up in my container. I'm going to lick the bowl. I'm not gonna lie about that. And I guess that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. We're finishing up kind of late tonight.
Boy, today's video's been an all-day event, ain't
It
it?
has been. Sometimes I feel like there's not enough hours in the day. Today has been one of those days. But this stuff needed to get done because I need to get this milk, like, moved. So I had to get the butter and the ice creams. Like, I have to make room in my fridge. But,
Right.
but anyways, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. Hope you might have learned a little something. Till we see you on the next one.
Y'all have a good one.
Have a good one.
Going back.
Fill up my container. Yeah, it's still kind of soft.